Hi everybody. We tried to do live chat, we had some issues, so I decided I would go ahead and record the video so everyone could actually be able to hear it and see it. So this is a video of our preschool curriculum, what we use at Learning Little Minds. As most of you guys know, we are a faith-based preschool, so our main source of curriculum is actually called ABC, Jesus Loves Me. It's a great curriculum. We also use some other things. ASL, American Sign Language, is something that we add in, so that's stuff from other curriculums. But our main source is ABC, Jesus Loves Me. So right now I'm going to show you guys what we kind of have, just a sneak peek because there's a lot of stuff to it. Obviously, since we're faith-based, we do Bible stories. So we have our children's Bible. We do memory verses here, using nursery rhymes, finger plays, or anything like that to help the kids memorize stuff. Of course, we do a lot of our ABCs and stuff like that. So along with not only being able to sing the ABCs, we learn to recognize them, all of the letters, know the name of the letter, and recognize the uppercase and the lowercase, as well as knowing the phonetic sound of all of the letters. Along with all of that, we also do, we start with tracing. We learn how to trace the letter, and then we move on to actually writing the letter. Also, of course, you can't miss your numbers, so we have numbers. We're going to start from 0 to 25. So being able to count all the way to 25 and recognize those numbers, just like we did the alphabet. We also do the tracing just like the alphabet, and then you learn to write the numbers. So that's the alphabet and numbers, kind of what we do with those. The next thing that we also do, I'm going to show you, is obviously there's lots of colors and shapes that we learn. And we kind of pair those together usually, so that way it's a little easier. But colors and shapes, you learn those, and then demonstrating how to sort like alike objects or patterns. So if we had 10 blue circles and 5 yellow squares, they would be able to put those together and then count how many they have. I have this sheet here we use often for those kind of things. They will color the apples here, and they get to sort how many they have and then count them and recognize the numbers that are on them. So all of this stuff kind of pairs together, which is kind of cool. Another example of a pattern would be if they had the colors red and green, and they would go red, green, red, green. They'd be able to lay that out for you to be able to see the pattern, and then mimic it as well. Another thing is being able to name the letters in their first name, starting with their first name, and then we move on to their last name later on. But after they know the letters in their name, then they'll be able to trace it. They'll be able to then write it. So an example of how we start doing that, obviously tracing the letter we do as we learn the letters. But here's an example. We have a green dot and a red dot, and this helps them to see where they stop and start, and they'll learn those with their name. Another thing, we obviously introduced lots and lots of books, helping them just love reading, and then also learning new vocabulary words along with that. Fine motors, we do those kind of skills using scissors, doing lacing, putting beads on strings, anything like that with fine motors. Gross motors, whether it be kicking balls or balancing or anything like that, we do a lot of that stuff as well. And then towards the end, the 4-year-olds and the 5-year-olds, they get to learn information about themselves, like being able to say what their name is, their address, and also their phone number, and then learning about the how to call in an emergency situation.